right here at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Lily Garcia here at the Democratic National Convention, the president of the National Education Association. How are you?
I am fired up and ready to go. This is a very exciting day for me.
I'm sure it is. Tell us, what can Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party do for education in our country?
You know, I get to be a 2-minute speaker tonight on the stage. That they have put a 6th grade teacher like me on the stage to talk about education and to talk about some of our most vulnerable children. Tells me something about this party, and it tells me something about Hillary Clinton. They did not whisper about education last week at the Republican National Convention. But here we are a respected voice. And I will tell you, when I decided in my heart that I was with her, it was as I was interviewing her, I actually invited all of the candidates, Republican and Democrats. None of the Republicans wanted to be interviewed for consideration for our support, and that's their choice. But when Hillary came in and I said, what do you want me to tell American educators that your plans are, your policies will be for them? She said, here's what I need first. I need to talk to those teachers and the support staff. I need to talk to the high school math teacher about what they need to make sure all our kids are ready for college. I want to talk to that kindergarten teacher about what it's like to have an overcrowded classroom. I want to talk to that special ed teacher. She goes, until I hear what you guys need, how will I know how to form the policy? She said, I'm going to talk to parents, I'm going to talk to the business community about what they want in new employees and the economy. But before I talk about what's going to happen in a school building, shouldn't I talk to the people who will actually have to make that plan work and what they need and what's working and not working now? And I mean, I got a tear in my eye. I went, finally, somebody cares about what a teacher might say is important. I had 39 kids in my class one year. It was horrible. And I left those kids and I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which was really personalize education for them. So to have someone that thoughtful to say, I've got some ideas, but before you'll see anything in writing, I'm going to talk to your educators. I'm going to talk to those teachers and support staff and principals who know the names of the kids. I loved that.
Right. So one thing about, when you think about education, is broad. Private schools, homeschooling, public charter schools, and public schools. When it comes to public schools, we're losing a lot of funding, and we have a numerous amount of issues with educators and the parents. What can Hillary do to make a difference and to make it better for public education?
One of the things that she has in her platform, you can go up on her website, and I know it's there because she talked to so many of our special ed teachers and special ed parents. When she got out of law school in her 20s, she went to work for the Children's Defense Fund, defending the rights of people who lived in poverty and had special needs children, medically fragile children, children with cognitive disabilities. And she was fighting for their right to have equal services in their schools. When you go up on her website and look under education, she says, I will have a budget with full funding for special education. Instead of just mandates about what schools have to do for special ed kids, and they left the funding behind, she said, they need to be served, and we need to step up with our part of that local school district's funding to serve our special needs kids. She has the most practical policies. She's not looking for that silver bullet that says, oh, how do we invent something? You know, one of the things that I challenged her to do, which she said, this is what she said, that's a great idea. I said, go into a state's finest public school. You usually have to drive through some McMansions to get there. They're beautiful schools with sports teams and theater departments and chemistry labs and technology and a school nurse and a school librarian. She said, take an inventory of that and then poorest schools in that state and say, let's see if you have the same access to opportunities that the richest kids in your state have. And if not, why not? So she, the challenge was for her to say, if I walk into the richest schools and I walk into the poorest schools, then people will see the gap in access, in resources. That's what we need to be focused on. She understands it's not a private charter, it's not Teach for America, it's not another test where people are going, maybe if we try these other things, we can ignore the needs of those schools. She's talking about putting the right resources in the schools that need them the most. And that means she understands what we're up against.
Thank you. We are live here at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. I have here with me the president of the National Education Association, Lily Garcia, WHUR.com for more details. Thank you, Ms. Garcia.